you ever wondered what's lurking in the shadows, waiting to strike and test the limits of human survival? Well, if you're a fan of the Predator franchise, you're in for a treat. As we dive into the world of predators, a universe where intergalactic hunters stalk their prey with ruthless efficiency, we can't help but wonder, what's next for these iconic extraterrestrial adversaries in Predator 6? In this video, we explore a plethora of exciting possibilities that could shape the future of the Predator saga, from historical eras in video games to unique storytelling perspectives and mind-boggling crossovers. So grab your infrared vision and follow us into the unknown. While Predator 2 and Shane Black's reboot didn't quite win over the critics, the 2010 film Predators struck a chord with fans. Instead of the usual one-on-one showdown, it took a different approach, focusing on teamwork as a diverse group of mercenaries and ex-military individuals come together. Each character had their own depth, making them unique and interesting. The movie leaves us with some unanswered questions and an open-ended conclusion. With Adrian Brody and Alice Braga's characters as the sole survivors on the alien planet, the possibility of a sequel arises. In this sequel, they could encounter a new group of human prey for the Predators' hunting games. This continuing adventure could offer more insight into the planet itself and deliver some memorable group action sequence. You know, they say old is gold, and in the movie world that means bringing back familiar faces for a dose of nostalgia. It's like when Spidey swung into No Way Home and Michael Myers came back to slash in the new Halloween flick. When they do it right, it's not just fan service, it's like seasoning for a good story stew. Now picture this, Arnold Schwarzenegger, the guy who's been through the Terminator roller coaster, is stepping into the Predator jungle again, but this time as an older Dutch. The fans would probably lose their minds with excitement. Picture him as a grizzled soldier, haunted by the memory of that first Predator showdown. No matter how the movie spins out, you just know he'd have to belt out the iconic line, "Get to the chopper!" It's like the cherry on the top for a cinematic Sunday. Samurai showdowns. The idea of having predators visit different periods in Earth's history is always intriguing to fans. One concept that really fires up the imagination is the thought of a Predator movie set in feudal Japan, where the alien hunter could take on samurai and ninjas. We got a taste of how cool that could be with a samurai sword duel in Predators, so why not take that awesome scene and turn it into a full-fledged feature film? This concept is so popular and has captured the hearts of many fans. It's safe to say that if 20th Century Studios and the producers were to give the green light for a feudal Japan Predator movie, it would likely find a very receptive audience. So why wait? They should definitely go ahead and make it happen. Yautja's Forge. Even though the Predators have been roaming our planet for a long time, it's pretty clear they originally came from another world, specifically Yautja Prime. This celestial body made a quick appearance in the Alien vs. Predator movies, and its volcanic landscape could set the stage for an action-packed thrill ride. Imagine a movie on an alien planet. Now, that's a fresh direction for the franchise. All this time, we've seen predators hunting humans and other creatures on Earth for sport, but we've never really delved into their home world, their way of life, and what they eat. These are the kinds of questions that an off-world adventure could explore, and since there are no humans there, we could have the whole dialogue in subtitled Yautja language. Crossed paths. Predator comic books have a history of some ambitious crossovers, pitting the Predator against the likes of Batman, Terminator, Robocop, Tarzan, Judge Dredd, Superman, and even Archie. It would be a bit of a dream come true to see these crossovers make it to the big screen. After all, if we could get Alien vs. Predator, which was born from a 1989 Dark Horse comic series, and even have 2 movies, maybe we'll see the Predator taking on a T-1000 or Judge Dredd in the distant future. Of course, the final say comes down to rights. Right now, the Predator is in the hands of Walt Disney Company. Considering Disney's track record of acquiring popular franchises like Star Wars and Marvel, it wouldn't be too surprising if they worked out a deal for some of these other characters. And then, we geeks can keep our fingers crossed for the wild crossovers to become more than just comic book fantasies. Hunter's Gaze. You know, it's kind of funny how the Predator has his name in most of the movies, but the stories are usually told from the human side. The closest we get to seeing things from the Predator's point of view is when he scans his prey in that cool infrared vision. But thanks to Prey shaking things up, it opens the door to a potential future Predator movie where we flip the script. We could still have that classic hunter versus prey showdown, but this time we see it from the predator's eyes. It could show us what's going on in their head, their feelings, and how they think when they're in a tough spot. Exploring these aspects could help us get a better grasp of the character, moving past the idea of them just being some scary alien creature. Unearthed fear. You know, after the Blair Witch Project and the Paranormal Activity series, the found footage genre has seen its fair share of overuse, resulting in a bunch of forgettable horror films. But every now and then, the shaky camera tricks, combined with clever low-budget jump scares, do give us some modern horror gems. Movies like Wreck, Host, The Visit, and Cloverfield come to mind as great examples of how the found footage style can still be innovative. In that same spirit, a found footage Predator movie could potentially kick up the franchise's scare factor a notch. Just imagine seeing an unmasked youngster up close, with your creepy squeals and saliva flying right at you. That could deliver some seriously effective shock value. Given their talent for blending into their surroundings, these creatures could pop up from any corner of the camera frame, keeping the suspense high. Savage Pursuit. Alright folks, Predator Hunting Grounds, the game that landed in 2020. Now, even with appearances from the likes of Arnold Schwarzenegger and Alice Paraga, it didn't quite set the gaming world on fire. We're talking mixed reviews and not exactly making a massive splash. But here's the thing, with Prey shaking up the franchise and bringing back the classic action, why not consider a video game adaptation? I mean, look at the 2016 game Far Cry Primal. That one stood out from the usual Far Cry shenanigans by whisking us back to the Stone Age. Spears, bows, and all that ancient goodness. So why not borrow a page from their book? Imagine taking the Predator story and giving it an 18th century American twist, complete with all of the wild landscapes and old school weaponry. That could be the ticket to an exciting and thrilling Prey game adaptation. Wild West Showdown. The idea of predators making appearances throughout history to take on various groups is always a fascinating concept. Personally, I'm all in for a Western-style Predator movie. There's something really cool about blending the Western genre with horror and sci-fi elements. Whether it's films like Bone Tomahawk, Tremors 4, or even somewhat polarizing Cowboys and Aliens, I always enjoy the mashup of these genres. So why not jump about 145 years ahead of Prey and create an awesome Western scenario where different groups of cowboys engaged in a classic showdown, maybe even throw in some Civil War soldiers and then toss a Predator into the mix? That sounds like a fantastic cinematic experience to me. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Well, that's it for today. Make sure that you like and subscribe to our channel for more amazing videos. Thanks for watching and we'll see you at the next one.